player of the half.
Kevin Durant has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
To Durant. To Irving. Durant. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nets have the basketball. Durant. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
A shot no good on the drive by Conley. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Short jumper stays out. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Here comes the screen. Short jumper off the mark.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Conley into the front court. His guys down big, and that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Utah with the possession. The drive right to the basket. A shot no good on the drive by Conley. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. No, I missed a short one there. Durant. To Jordan. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nets have it. Irving. To Jordan. That's no good. Lets it fly from long range, shakes free, and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Brooklyn's got it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joe Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't convert the free throw. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. Jared Allen snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
It goes down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
DeAndre Jordan, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
From the painted area, won't go down. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Driving right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Nice finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Had a chance, but it's no good. Another follows, still no good. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Irving. For three. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
A pass stolen by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
4-3. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Donovan Mitchell with the rock to Joe Ingles. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Has a look. Shot by Bogdanovich off the mark. To Irving. And a nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Joe Ingles. Oh, he had him there for a second. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Not that time. To Hollis Jefferson. Short jumper won't go down. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Ingles with a shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Jazz will take a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. New blood coming in for both sides. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Irving lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Gobert. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul. From 18 feet at the buzzer, it's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in very convincing fashion.